Loft and the Bugs by me, Lucas Lyon. In the mid of an era where we see an anthill, where all of mankind are living in peace and harmony without any more mongering, where a young ant prince by the name of Loft, whom is adored and loved by the other ants. On the eve of his 15th birthday, Loft's parents, King Antenna and Queen Thorax, gives their son the family's most valuable relic, the Royal Crystal Loft, the royal family pickaxe, as his birthday present. King Antenna tells Loft about the history and secrets of the family axe. The first prince of the colony was a worker, and he has been spending a decade of showing his colony of him being the master worker prince that inspired the whole colony to be like him. One day, the young prince went to a magical praying mantis that took his pickaxe and gave it magical powers. And with his newfound might with his magical pickaxe, the prince went into war and fought the enemies of the ants. He even defended mankind of evil of their greatest enemy, humans. Partially due to those who believe that the magic of the pickaxe can be the source of the power they need to conquer everything in the world. It's why the ants have built the anthill to hide from not just those who would use the pickaxe for evil, but protect the colony from the tyranny of humans. Loft now realizes the responsibility of the pickaxe and decides to take the responsibility handed to him. One day, evil ant-eater named Selena rambling in and start attacking and eating the fleeing ants. Loft and his family take their secret route to escape from the economy of his foe. Loft uses his pickaxe as the first test of magic to create a raft boat from an acorn. With the acorn raft boat made, Loft and his family waves on the high tides out of the anthill to safety. Everything starts out well at first until a gunshot comes in and bursts the raft boat into pieces, and Loft gets shot off the boat raft away from his family. Loft then gets lost into a sewer pipe separated from his family in the process. Without his parents and his sister with him, Loft starts to feel alone without anyone to comfort him. Noticing Lady Liberty and most giant buildings, Loft, not in a knowledge way, discovers he is in the Big Apple. The young ant wanders around the giant areas and believes that everything he thought he believed was true was a lie. But realizing that he was wrong, the prince starts avoiding obstacles that merely switches into hotcakes. Alone, hungry, and fearful, Loft starts to try to find a place to stay until he can find his way back home. After hours of looking for a place to stay, Loft almost loses his hopes to find a new place. But with a width of a mile of food as Antenna can width, Loft then spots a little loft-like apartment and eventually finds a new hope. As the little prince climbs up the house, he finds a window in the middle part of the apartment. Loft sees the apartment in a perfect clean state as he has found a good place to live. As Loft gets confident on the house, he then sees a human family in the kitchen. Loft being disgusted about humans living in the apartment, but he then decides on living with them in hiding. Seeing a small hole on the foundation of the window, Loft sees a chance to live in the house. Loft makes his own room within the walls of the house, making his bed out of 2 picks, a mustard packet, a lamp from a thumbtack and candy wrapper, and a carpet from a piece of a tissue. And the next day, an exterminator truck comes in the city with lethal poison spray that can kill the bugs within the truck. And equipped with dangerous illegal bug traps, we're having a pet anteater named Selena. And with a special bug shotgun, shows us a world-class expert Iron Fist exterminator with a high-class kill count on any pest, and with a dangerous scary name, Eugene Axe. Eugene hears a call about an ant evading a restaurant. Mr. Axe hears about this and enthusiastically agrees to inspect the place. The next day at the apartment, Loft raids the refrigerator for small portions of food. When a boy named Kale Bug trying to talk to his father, Charlie, to bond with his son, the workaholic, self-absorbed father refused to so he could resume his job. Lonely and depressed, Kale wishes for someone besides his family and friends to bond with. When Kale starts hearing sounds within the walls, he starts to think that he would have mice or rats within the walls. As Loft eats the food that he snacked, Kale then peeks to see the young ant scarfing down the stolen food. Kale warns his family about there's an ant in his room, in which Charlie peeks to see Loft, in which he sees that the little ant made a small home in the walls. The bugs now see Loft tries to get rid of him by sucking him up with a vacuum. The bugs then call him an exterminator to help get rid of Loft. As Eugene hears the call from Ariel, the ruthless exterminator agrees to do so. In flashback memory, Eugene was having a fun picnic with his mother in the park. A bee then came out of nowhere and stings the mother on her backside in her account of her allergies. Horrified from seeing his mom gets killed by a bug, Eugene becomes a lonely orphan in vain. This is where Eugene vows to expunge all vermin, especially bug kind, out of revenge. As Eugene races to the apartment, Loft starts fighting the family. As Kale and Loft talk it out, the bugs decide to keep Loft until he gets back on his antennas again. As Eugene arrives at the apartment, Kale tells Loft to stay put as they tries to fend off the exterminator. But when Loft peeks through the window, he sees a female ant trapped in a jar by Eugene. Desperate to rescue her, Loft meets a bumblebee named Bernard who wants to help the little ant prince. Agreeing to a friendship agreement, Loft and Bernard race to the truck. While the bugs try to keep Loft hidden from Eugene, the latter refuses to believe the family's lies. As Loft tries to free Anta for her glassy prison, Selena then ambushes the hero for trespassing. 7 minutes after battling the anteater that destroyed his home, Loft uses his magical pickaxe to battle the ant-eating cannibal monster, in which he used to turn Selena into stone like Medusa. As Loft frees Anta this time from the jar, as the two ants start to fall in love, Loft sees every captured critter that Eugene has captured in his captivity truck, and then eventually sees his family trapped in a jar as well. Loft then starts to have a realization. When Loft's acorn boat got destroyed and he gets separated from his family, he then realizes that the exterminator who was the one who shot the boat and separated him from his family. And seeing the gun used by Eugene to separate Loft, Loft is enraged and disgusted about the man who nearly cost his only family and nearly expunged bug kind. Loft frees every vermin and bug in the truck. When Eugene gets irritated from the excuses from the bugs, he leaves to his truck. As Eugene prepares to leave in anger, but when he hears the noise in the back of his truck, Eugene sees the animals that he has captured whom are prepared to seek vengeance on the ruthless exterminator. The animals start attacking Eugene as revenge. A month later, in an ant farm of the bug family, Loft becomes a family man to the bugs and his own family. And Loft realizes that even when he is now living with the bugs, he learned even if he still doesn't like humans, there are some that will see the person in you. The end.